Cobra ka salute.
Sir, did you ever think of quitting during your training?
You should be well off if you want to join army.
Did training prepare you for all of this?
I'm Vir Chakra, yeah. Very few are there in India.
Sir, have you ever taken a bullet?
They say my grandfather was in the army, my father was in the army, I'm in the army, I'm a general in the army. This is not dynastic service.
Do you have a body count for the kills that you've had?
Those are not special forces operation, my friend. Special forces operation would be that army is launching special forces across to kill that terrorist leader behind. You should know. You think that you have climbed Nandi Hill and you can go to Arunachal mountain, hawa nikal jayegi.
So what temperatures are these, sir?
The temperature normal time is minus 50 degrees. And if there are crevices, if you fall into a crevice, it is minus 300 plus degrees, you will freeze, immediately die.
Sir, how was your first combat experience?
Everybody is coming for Naukri, my friend. A young captain, he is leading Rajputana rifle. That captain should be at the border. There is no money here.
But they're necessary, sir.
Let me tell you, patriotism, nationalism, Desh Bhakti, ये सब all very theory है बताने के लिए. Now for Jawans, Agniveer has come. Very soon Agniveer may be introduced for officers also. And हमको देखते ही लोग बोलते हैं यार दारू मिल जाएगी क्या? उधर हम लड़ते हैं बस. हमारा जुनून होता है दुश्मन को मारना है. I am a fanatic Hindu.
Namaste, Cobra.
Cobra ka salute.
Colonel Saab, do soldiers still use old school code names?
Soldiers, what they were earlier, they're same. There's no change. They operate with all those code names, and they may add few, but we use all the code names.
I'm sure आजकल Instagram वाले code names भी आ गए होंगे.
No, those code names, WhatsApp code names and Instagram code names are not part of army. WhatsApp is not allowed in the army.
Okay.
The serving people are not allowed to operate WhatsApp, neither Instagram. So those code names are out.
Sir, what inspired you to join the army, the armed forces?
You see, I'm an army officer's son. I've been brought up playing with guns. My father had a number of connections of guns. I've been seeing soldiers. I've been brought up. I used to be taken to school by my father's soldiers. So I had no other option when I grew up. I only thought about the army. Nothing came to my mind. So I joined army.
So for all the young listeners today, what is the entry process like?
See, entry process, you should not ask anybody because everything is notified by the government of India. I'll give you a general picture, but because what actually is taking place time to time, they're modifying it. You should tell the youngsters to see the notification which government of India, the NDA, they publish. But after schooling, we go through NDA. This is after earlier 16, now 17, 18 years. 4 years of training, 3 years there, then we come to, then there is Indian Military Academy where you come after graduation. They are, whatever you graduate 23, 22, 23. These are permanent commission entries. Then there is short service commission which they come at little more higher age. When they miss all the chances, they come to short service commission. They are only commissioned for 5 years. Now, the difference between all this, NDA, the boy or a youngster child who joins NDA, he's got 4 years of, army has got 4 years with them to train him. If any flaw, anything. So the service, after the written examination, the services selection board is little soft on them. But IMA is little tougher because, little soft, but the short service people, the SSB is very tough because army has got less time. They only come for 5 years to mold them, to change them. So any drawback, any fault, any flaw in them, they are rejected. SSB is a very, very time-tested system which generally catches any fake and fraud people. So these are the thing. Now for Jawans, Agniveer has come. Very soon Agniveer may be introduced for officers also. Why? Because Indian government wants to keep the army young. Because we need young army. World over the armies are young, except Sweden, Switzerland, all those countries. So that these are the
Sir, what is the mindset that these young cadets are now getting into?
See, mindset, firstly, young cadets, when they come to NDA, the parents influence them. Why? Because very young age, the responsibility of looking after the kid is over. Now all the more when the girls are also allowed. So they feel, yeah, Ravi, let us enjoy life, put them into NDA. This is one major cause. Because at that stage, at that age, 16 to 17 years, the boy does not know what he wants. You see a merchant navy movie and you see a very nice ship, they say, yeah, we'll join merchant navy. You see a circus, you say, yeah, let me be in circus. You see James Bond. So every day the youngsters change their mind. So it is the parent, they say, beta, you go to NDA, because then they absolve themselves from all the responsibilities. Otherwise, for me, mindset, I thought I'm only made for army, because I was a very rough child. I used to fight. If anybody did anything to the only thing, my arms. So I was all the time into, I was made for army.
Sir, now the whole world being in a hot plate where different nations fighting each other, having tensions with each other. Is it patriotism that is fueling these young cadets, or is it other factors?
Let me tell you, patriotism, nationalism, देश भक्ति, ये सब all very theory है, बताने के लिए, public को बताने के लिए. आप you start army recruitment, the village joins up. You see, you must have seen army recruitment. They come in lakhs and thousands. Now you can't say that everybody wants to die for. Everybody is coming for नौकरी, my friend. कि सबको नौकरी चाहिए, पेंशन चाहिए. देशभक्ति तो एक फैशन हो गई है. Just to show के वो देशभक्ति बोलते हैं. Yes, there are certain passionate people like me, and there are many who come for this. जिनको money does not, जिनको दूसरा very important thing when I'm telling you, you should be well off if you want to join army. आप गरीबी आप बचपन की गरीबी, you cannot join army to अपनी बचपन की गरीबी दूर करने के लिए. You cannot wash your poverty which you have been facing. This is not the place. Army should not be taken as a job, as a naukri. If whosoever is taking army as a naukri and joining army, I can get my 3 sisters married, I can make up my house, my father doesn't know how, this is the wrong place. Because he'll be disappointed. There is no money here. So army ke liye you have different fire, different passion, ek junoon, ek nasha, like what you have for drugs, cigarette, aisa nasha chahiye. Nahi hai to please parents, I warn parents, I advise parents, be careful. If he is not interested, don't put him here, because usko pension milegi, wo milegi. The day if he loses his life, you'll regret.
Sure, sir. So what happens after NDA? How do cadets get assigned to Army, Navy, Air Force? What is
you see, the NDA, the basic, it is actually they do the schooling. The military training starts in IMA. NDA does not give any military training. It is little more advanced than NCC. What they do, they regularly into uniform. They make you live in group. In this thing, IMA gives you military training. After IMA, you opt for the regiment you want. So there is no particular thing that he is short, so he should be in Gorkhas. He is tall, so he should be in Rajput. No, nothing like that. It is you opt for it and you get it as per they have got a system of allotting. They got slots where they allot regiments, and so if you fall into the slot, you may get your choice. So it is all providence. It is all your luck.
Sure, sir.
If you're the highest, the top notch, if you're the top in the merit, then you get your choice. But if you're the top number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, then you are only supposed to opt for combat arms. If you opt for supply services corps, then your merit is gone brought down. Top people are always taken into combat arms.
So, Colonel, you come from a military background yourself.
Yeah.
Do you see family legacy to be part of our current army?
You see, this people should know this. What I'm telling, I'm going overboard and speaking something which should not be spoken. But you see in TVs, they say my grandfather was in the army, my father was in the army, I'm in the army, I'm a general in the army, my daughter is in the army. This is not dynastic service. कि पूरा खानदान आर्मी में आ जाए. Because if a general is in the army, if his daughter and son come into the army, they very manipulate his. If I am going to the border area, they will ensure that their son goes to Pune or some other place. They will manipulate. He will also become general. He will also get his son into army. So I don't subscribe to that khandan wala mer khandani. I see with a very I don't like to see such people who say that mera khandan pura army tha. They are the one who I feel they're screwing this army.
So does a particular regiment shape a man's life?
No regiment can shape a man's life. Yes, we adopt the characteristics of those troops, hilly troops, the Rajput troops, this troop, those, they got peculiar characteristics. Every region has got a different, but the individual life they cannot change. The leader changes everything. He has to be his own. These soldiers cannot influence that if they are fighting and shouting, though he'll also start doing that. No, he has to be a different chap.
So did your regiment shape your life?
No, not at all. I'm what I am as a child. See, what a child is, what you are today is what your parents have taught you from age 1 to 6. Thereafter is all wisdom. That character building is what till that age. So I am what I was a child. I am same. No, nobody has transformed me or motivated me to, because I was in this regiment or that regiment, so I should become that. I have copied nobody.
But फिर भी sir, you would have had maybe मैं और कोई regiment, ये regiment में हो सकता था, या maybe there's a better regiment today that you would want to be part of.
Let me tell you, all regiments, take it, Kumaon regiment, Garhwal regiment, Rajput regiment, Rajarev, Gorkhas, Madras, Bihar regiment, Tamil, the Madras regiment, all are fantastic troops. They are all good fighters. It is the leader who makes the change. If they get a leader, useless leader, these troops will not do well. But everybody, there is no martial race system. Forget that. There is nobody's martial race. Everybody is equal. Everybody is motivated well, led well. He will fight.
So I'm really glad you brought up this point. So officers in a general unit is also led by morale. Do you see that officers building that morale for a unit? How is the trend these days?
Yeah, you see, it is very, very important because officers, they have to conduct themselves in a total book. What is written in the book? What is? I mean, when you see a match for your sister or a daughter, what is specified? He has to be above board. He has to be a shining star. He cannot be what he expects from his soldiers. He have to behave like that. He cannot be a thief. He cannot be stealing. He cannot be taking privileges, unauthorized privileges. He cannot be I mean, you name a thing, you can dream what nonsense an officer can do with his power. He has to be above board. Otherwise, troops will reject him.
Sure, sir. Sir, back in your training days, global conflicts weren't as visible as they are today. Now with Russia, Ukraine, Iran, US, all over the news, do you feel young cadets are prepared?
You see, it's a very, very controversial point because during our time, probably the avenues were not, the government jobs were less. So I was lucky that I got a government job because people aspired and dreamt and they wished that they become a government doctor, government engineer, government. So they were all government medical college, government engineering college. Now, you may not be a mathematician, you may not be doing mathematics, physics, you become an engineer and you get a 1 crore rupee job. So now the best lot may not, will not, or are not coming into the army. Because here you have to go through, you become a lieutenant, back a captain, and then you have to get an ACR. There, today you are in 25 lakh package, tomorrow you can rise to maybe 1 crore package. So the avenues are, the progress is faster, the avenues are more. So people will think twice unless army gives them something more attractive, more better.
Sir, we have a quite significantly large army today. Do you think it's enough? Do you think it's too much?
See, the strength of army depends what your nation is planning. If you are only planning to go till Galwan and to Bangladesh border and to Pakistan border, then you need not have any army because those nations are at themselves killing themselves. But if you are a global army like American army, you are Atlantic army, you're operating in far away kilometers from your shore, then you need an army. And since India is growing economically, we need a larger army. But larger army does not mean you need EME, the workshop to repair your vehicles, the people to supply you ration, the people to send your clothing. That can be done by Mukesh Ambani, Adani or Tatas and Birlas. You need only fighting troops because that they cannot do. We need teeth more stronger, tail we don't need now. Because they are eating away our defense budget, and that is what Modi is trying to do. He is trying to telling army to reduce this tail. The army is taking time. I don't know why they are not doing it.
Sir, as a former para commander, what does it take to be in the special forces?
See, there is a in the nation, people are glorifying a particular regiment, but let me tell you, there are 400 infantry battalions. They are Jat regiment, this regiment, that regiment. para commando special forces also form part of infantry battalions. The mechanized infantry also forms part of the infantry battalion. So there are 400 battalions of 27 regiments. These regiment 27. There are about 27 mechanized infantry battalions. There are about 23 guards battalion. The guards are rocket missile qualified. So these are all special. They have been given specialty, but the toughness, the robustness, the camaraderie, the jazba to die is only with infantry. Now coming to the special forces. Special forces, they have only difference between a normal infantry battalion and special forces. They have got little better weapons. Little better weapons means they have short range weapons, because they are supposed to fight in close combat. Okay, you cannot have a barrel this big and will not enter the room. So you need a shorter barrel. So the make of weapons the type of weapons are different. But whatever operations you see, they say no, there are 2 terrorists hiding in J&K. Now the 2 casualties have taken place. Now army is launching special forces. Those are not special forces operation, my friend. Special forces operation would be that army is launching special forces across to kill that terrorist leader behind, or get kidnap Arif Asif Munir and bring him. These operations which they are doing in J&K, they are normal infantry battalion operations. So now you have to all these operations which are taking place are not special forces operations. They may glorify themselves. Special forces never deploy themselves on the ground. Like infantry battalions go to Akshay Chin border, the Galwan Heights, all those borders, Siachen Glacier, the Chushul Height, the Tangse Height, the Leh Ladakh. It is only infantry battalions who deploy there and stay there for 2 years. Special forces, they operate from Udhampur, and come back to Udhampur in a nice place. So now you can make out who's more tougher.
Sir, is this enrollment voluntary for the infantry, for the special forces?
The special forces, because they have been raised to carry out special operation across the border, so they ask for volunteers. But what they are doing presently here, there is no requirement of volunteer. Any infantry battalion can do it. RR battalions which are operating in J&K, they are against the terrorists. They are more qualified than they'll do a better job than special forces in killing those people. Unless they cannot go across, they cannot jump from the plane. I'm a paratrooper, I can jump, but they cannot jump. So special forces should not be wasted to hunt 2 terrorists by sending a team there. Those are not special forces operation. They should be told, okay, my friend, now go there, and from where they are getting the orders, get that chap. If they are able to do that, then they are special forces. If they are not incapable of doing that, then they are not special forces. Wearing badge does not make any difference.
So picking that point on wasting capacity or capabilities, do you think these 400 infantry battalions are wasting their capacity as being part of Republic Day parade?
Oh, yeah, that's a very good question you have asked. Yes, the Republic Day parade, now people, it takes place on 26 January. They have already started. By July, September, by August, September, they will start collecting people. All infantry battalions at the center. They will start training. They will march. Then they will come to Delhi for next 3-4 months, last 3-4 months, train there. You cannot be wasting so many troops here. One corps or division level troops, 20,000 to 40,000, whatever their strength is. They are wasting the time just for marching on the Kartav Path. And then you bring this time to even military nursing service for marching. Can any hospital do away with their nurses? You don't recruit surplus nurses to march on the front, and they are not supposed to march. They are not trained to march. So this is a waste of time. No army in the world carries out such type of parade. You have a tableau here, you do this, do that. Don't waste army, because these are the teeth. A young captain, he is leading Rajputana rifle. That captain should be at the border, knowing, because just being there and fighting, you should know the terrain, you should know how to live in jungle, how to walk in mountains. What is Arunachal? The toughest mountain are Arunachal mountains. You should know. You think that you have climbed Nandi Hill and you can go to Arunachal mountain, hawa nikal jayegi. So we are wasting time. Then they are saying this captain Surti is leading. She should be put there if she has joined army for that. So you are sending a wrong message to the women officers also, that by marching and all this and very peacetime में lecture करके briefing करके you can glorify yourself. You are sending a wrong message to future women officers to join. They will think हमारे लिए ऐसा क्यों नहीं है? आगे जाके ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है. आगे जाके बहुत tough होने वाली उनकी life. Because army cannot feed them and pamper them for long. They require, because their strength is increasing every day. Yes, it is justified in Sweden army, Swedish army, or maybe Switzerland army, or some France army, because the men are less there. That's why Israel में you see women getting लड़ रही हैं, because there is no choice. 9 लाख उनकी आबादी है all over the world, and wherever you are born as a Jew, you are automatic citizen of Israel, and you are supposed to fight. So वो उधर जरूरत है, बच्चे भी लड़ेंगे, सब लड़ेंगे. यहाँ किधर, इधर तो आदमी को नौकरी नहीं है यार. Very sorry, I am making this statement.
No, sir.
But it is a fact.
It's your opinion, sir.
Yeah.
Colonel sir, how rigorous is the training for these special forces?
Special forces, यार देखो, again I told you, the normal 400, I mean, they are the special forces part of the infantry battalions. The normal infantry soldier, when you are deployed in Siachen Glacier, special forces will never get deployed in Siachen Glacier at 18,000 feet or 20,000 feet. Usme every day a soldier has to carry very 50 to 100 kg of weight, unimaginable. उस height पे oxygen नहीं है. वो तो special forces उसके लिए trained ही नहीं है. वो लड़ रहा है. जो infantry soldier direct contact में आता है enemy के साथ, and he gets into combat with that. He sees them. So special forces is a specialized operation. They've got a lot of privileges. They're pampered. They got good weapons. But the toughness, जो इसकी है. So you have to justify. You have to yourself imagine who's more tough.
Sir,
let me tell you, by running 40 kilometers on Bangalore roads and running 40 kilometers in Galwan in Arunachal Pradesh difference. तो कौन है वो इन्फेंट्री वाला वहां दौड़ रहा है लोड लेके, ये तो अपने जहां ट्रेनिंग हो रही वहां दौड़ रहे हो. एवरी डे वी आर रनिंग 40 किलोमीटर्स, वी आर डूइंग एवरीथिंग. अरे वहां जाके दौड़ो, हवा निकल जाएगी, 5 मिनट नहीं चल पाओगे विद लोड.
सर, I want to talk about your mindfulness or your mental strength during your service days. Did you have good days? Did you have bad days?
You see, army में unfortunate part of the army is we are advertising our facilities too much. We got canteen facilities. There are in this area there are 290 army people are staying here. Army houses are there. The poor chap, they are facing hardship, but when they meet a civilian, they say we got a cook, we got ready this thing. They are faking all these facilities. They don't have these facilities. And हमको देखते ही लोग बोलते हैं यार दारू मिल जाएगी क्या? They think it is a big facility. वो कैंटीन में सामान मिलता है नहीं. आर्मी का every day is hardship for us and for our families. You don't get gypsy to roam around. We don't get very cars to go around. We rough it out. Our families rough it out, sitting in the back of the 3-ton, that big truck. They're still happy. So the worst situation, we make the best of it, and we are happy.
Sir, did you ever think of quitting during your training?
No, never. I was in love with army. I mean, I couldn't quit. Quitting was never a question. I would never run, never away from things. See, I am one chap. If there's a fight taking place here, you would probably say, yeah, let's take this route. I will go there.
Sir, which was the first weapon you chose from the armory? How did it feel?
You see, when I was operating in foreign country, I had the Jane's Book of World Record, the weapons record, whatever the book is. The best of weapons I used to capture and I used to use it. The best of weapons I've used. And so there is, I mean, you name a thing, I've operated with those weapons. The sniper rifle, silencer fit rifle, weapons, everything I operated. So I'm satisfied with what happened. I'm satisfied in killing people.
So I want to talk about an iffy topic. Do you have a body count for the kills that you've had?
You'll put me into problem. Human rights chap will really hang me. Yes.
Were they necessary, sir?
Let me tell you one thing. When you meet any other arm, I'm not belittling anybody. They may have become whatever it is. Please ask them, have you ever faced an enemy and killed anybody? I doubt whether they would have. I have killed with my cookery, with my weapon, face to face, with close quarters. With full, I mean, there cannot be any count, and I have not done any najais. I never allowed my troops to torture anybody. Uska nail nikal do. People do it. Uska nail nikal do, aankh nikal do. I said nobody will torture anybody. Kill him. I mean, you kill him, but that thing was not allowed by me. So I've killed. Yes, there is no count. I cannot count.
Sir, how was your first combat experience?
See, combat experience, I was a young captain. I was just commissioned, and in field area we are with just come there we are made captain. So 1 year service. Yeah, I used to go across. He's getting this army do is surgical strike. You go deep inside, very 100 kilometers inside. That is no army not. We used to go raid across. Raid. We used to go across the border, raid the village, raid some their post used to come. I've done that. I've in one raid, my soldier, one of my soldier got a bullet. I told him we went there, we raided the village, we killed one chap, and when I was returning, the jungle post, which was the jungle takri, the post was there, Pakistani. They came down with their weapons. So I told my chap, please don't make an. They were firing. They were just they were just burst firing all over, spraying bullets. So I told them, don't open your mouth. They were abusing, the Punjabi troops, they were abusing our thing. We had already killed a chap and we are coming across, we are inside Pakistan. So I told Hira Singh, don't open your mouth. We were hiding behind a boulder. They were abusing. He said, no sir. He got up and very abused. And bullets started coming over us. He got a hit here. And there was a hole here, and behind there was a big burst that I did not see. So we evacuated them. We brought him up. We took him to the Rajouri, that field hospital, and what we did, luckily he got saved. Yes, we faced bullets, and there's a number of occasions we have done that.
So did training prepare you for all of this?
See, training gives you training. They train you for all situations, all eventualities, all situations you feel. You have to evolve your own technique and method, your tactics. They cannot train you that ऐसे होगा तो ऐसे करना, वैसा कभी नहीं होएगा. If your dad tells you that बेटा वहाँ जाओगे तो वहाँ पुलिस खड़ा रहता, वहाँ नहीं जाना, आप उस रास्ते जाना, वहाँ आपको पूरा स्क्वाड मिल जाएगा पुलिस का. So you cannot plan anything. So you have to be smart. Your dad should teach you to be smart. Not कि वो रोड अवॉइड दैट रोड बिकॉज वहां डेली पुलिस चालान करती है. ये रोड चलाना वहां मैं डेली जाता हूं, नहीं करती है. आप वो जाओगे वहां फंस जाओगे, वहां चालान नहीं होएगा. So you should know how to come out of this regularly. So training should be you should change as per the situation. You should evolve yourself.
Sir, what's the difference between fighting a war versus anti-terror operations?
See, war, we know our targets are there, specified. That is, we have to capture that height, height 429 something or whatever it is. In terrorist operation, nothing is known because mostly in J&K, they are homegrown terrorists. They fire, they kill you, and they throw their weapon and they go into the village. So now you should be clear. क्या करना क्या? You have to be cunning. You have to be very smart. So you have to wait that now he's inside his house. You cannot kill him because human rights wale kill करेंगे. So wait for him to come out, take his weapon. Moment he takes his weapon in his hand, kill him. So you should have a lot of patience. You should know how to wait. There cannot be any force on the army कि इसको मार के लाना है आज.
Sir, इससे पहले हमारी बात हो रही थी about one of your experiences about an ambush in J&K. So that ambush, we got information. There's a real story I've written. My blog is also there. I've written there. उसमें नाम हम भी लिए अभी मेरे को नाम याद नहीं आ रहे. So I am not taking any soldier's name. किसी का नाम नहीं ले रहा हूँ मैं. So we were told that there's a report थी कि there is उनका some agent is coming inside. So we laid ambush. Dark nights we laid ambush. We laid him, and after a lot of wait, without चुपचाप बैठे रहते हैं. Still no noise, nothing, no breathing. And he came into our trap. There are scouts which are there, so he came and we shot him. He got an injury on his leg. When we saw him, this chap was crying. He held a photograph of his wife and daughter, and he says, "I'm not nobody. I'm just coming to get medicine from India because यहाँ medicine नहीं मिलती है." So we felt very bad because see, we are human, of course, and whatever it is. So then there was a post across. I used to write my name as Muhammad Ashraf Khan. That name we used to put in when we operate in J&K. That nameplate, I'm looking where it is. So that chap, that captain's name, I knew. So I shouted at him because there in J&K, moment you step out, they shoot you, and moment they step out, we shoot. It is, there is 24/7 perpetual war is going on there. So that time we were young. I was a young captain. So then I told him, I shouted, I said, there's a chap here. He's got his son or daughter, wife serious. He's come for medicine. We have shot him. We are there. If you tell you, we'll go inside and drop him in his village, or you take him and drop him. And I am now stepping over my bunker.
Now, if it is up to you, if you are a good, I told him you are a kafir. I told him kafir. If you are worth your salt, then come out. If you shoot him, I'm ready because I want to save that chap's life. So I got there, and after some time he also came up. So he tells me, why are you calling me kafir? I said, kafir I understand because you don't follow Hinduism, that is your kafir. I said, so you should be a Hindu. So I said, there is a chap there lying behind the bush, and every time when we spoke to each other, they used to ask one bottle because Pakistan Army does not get bottle. So I said, there's a rum bottle with him. He said, it's my promise, and I will take him to his village, but don't kill me because you are unmarried, but I've got a small child. So he told me. I said, no, I'm not. It's my word of I will not kill you. You come out, tell your people to come out and take him. So this is the way we operate.
Sir, what kind of instincts or intuitions does a soldier bring over time?
Yeah, see, we work on our intuitions. We can make out. Just like तुम इंट्यूशन करते हो ना, आज बादल गरज हैं तो बारिश होगी, आज ये हो रहा था वो होगा, तो we can make out. Today there is total quiet in the jungle. So see, in J&K our posts are there, and 1 kilometer it is total jungle where mines are laid. So we know the track we can go across. When anybody else goes, he'll blow his leg because the mines have been laid. The efficacy is zero. We don't know where that mine has slipped. So we know आज कुछ होने वाला है. Intuitions. We work on intuitions. Yes, we can find out आज कुछ होने वाला है. आज कोई लल है तो कुछ होएगा. आज उधर कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा. So we work on intuitions. Yes.
So what comes first in combat? Love, trust, or brotherhood?
देखो यार, love किस बात का? ट्रस्ट
देश का प्रेम सर.
देखो यार, ये जब when we fight ना, when I was going to for Operation Siachen Glacier, I was to go and deploy myself in 18,000 feet. So I told my soldiers, they were no regiment, I'm telling you, but they were one class soldiers, tough fighters. So I told them, anybody is doing any fast, iska fast, uska fast, any roza, any this, bloody abhi sab band karo. There'll be no fasting because at that height, the best of food is given to us by the government, but you don't feel like eating. A day you feel like eating, and if there is a fast, then mar jaoge aap. So I said, please fast band karo. If you are so bloody, passionate about your fast, bloody go. I'm not going to take you. I'll justify your go. And when I was operating in a foreign country and with this, I told my troops, if anybody has told his mother or a wife, I will go and die for the nation, if I win and come, otherwise I'll come and wrap them in tricolor. I said, this nonsense, don't really come with me. I'm not going to come wrapped up in tricolor. If you have given that promise to your wife or a mother or a father, please go away. Because you are a bloody depressed chap. In war, my wife, when we were youngsters, I was unmarried, but these thoughts don't come to us. My wife, oh darling, I will miss you, my child. These are all nonsense. It is all picture में. हम देश के तिरंगे के लिए लड़ रहे हैं, माँ, ये सब बकवास है. उधर हम लड़ते हैं, बस हमारा जुनून होता है दुश्मन को मारना है. ये नहीं आता. हमारी belief in God होता है, but all this nonsense don't come कि mother now. There is no time to write a letter there, यार. मर जाओगे तुम, पेन लेके के प्लीज ये दे देना लेटर मेरे माँ को बाप को. बकवास. देयर इज नथिंग लाइक दैट. तो हम ब्रदर तो है ही. ब्रदरहुड नहीं रहेगी तो हम एक दूसरे को लड़ेंगे नहीं. बट वी आर फोकस्ड ऑन द किलिंग.
सर, हैव यू एवर रेस्क्यूड अ सिविली इंजर्ड comrade?
When I was operating in that foreign country, we were surrounded, and there was one church there. I'm a fanatic Hindu. There was a church there, and those foreigners were trying to the enemy was trying to, and they were telling the church people, we'll kill you, or to do this, do that. So they when I went there, they were Pentecostal people, Pentecostal followers. They were about 1,000 people, I think, in this big house church. They were hiding or lying over each other. So they came to me, sir, what should I do? I saved all of them. Okay. Otherwise, I had no love for them. I would have said, I'm a Hindu, marne do. Those people would have killed them. I said, no, I'll save you. So we do that.
Amazing, sir. Sir, have you ever taken a bullet or been injured?
You see, I had joined army to give bullets. I had not joined army to take bullets. ये कोई वो नहीं है, प्रसाद लेके आने का नहीं है. And I think I got injuries on my thing. But ये सब, whenever I went to war, I went to Siachen Glacier, I went here, I went to middle eastern sector, to places. You name an operation and I was there. I never wanted to come back. I wanted to come back home so that when you invite me, I can eat your 200 goats. Okay, I had to be that tough. And I don't want to be pitied by somebody, oh, bloody anda hai, langda hai. No, because this nation does not respect. They only respect respect your bloody fitness, पैसा, फिटनेस, पावर, इसको रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं. अनफॉर्चुनेट, देखता नहीं है कोई उनको बेचारों को. So जितने भी ये फिलैंथ्रोपी करते घूमते हैं, you should look after those soldiers who are injured. I mean, it is they are in a very, very pathetic state. उनके लिए करना चाहिए. There should be, people should do for them. Because कोई नहीं देखता, उनकी फैमिली को कोई नहीं देखता, उनको कोई नहीं देखता. तो उसको देख के मेरे को, I never wanted to come in that state.
So it's an amazing, very touching thing to say.
Yeah.
Sir, have you lost a teammate in combat?
So many. Yeah, so many. It is very, right left of me, one chap got killed just next to me. That chap was taking his shot with that RPG rocket. Now you see, there's a terrorist weapon, RPG, in a foreign country, and he was taking aim. I don't know. I was with a sniper rifle, so he took rifle from me, and one of my soldier we had caught a enemy, and we had kept him there. So my soldier, he got a bullet injury, so he put a kukri in his stomach. So that chap was shouting. So I said, I'll go and what is the nonsense this chap is doing. And moment I put one step, and that rocket hit him when he died. That was meant for me. So yeah, I've seen this. There are some umpteen cases, not one. There are so many.
So do you think in today's time, where warfare isn't just about boots on the ground and incidents like this with RPGs and all and kukris, do drones, cyber warfare, proxy groups, do they operate in a better way now? So that
you see, now your question will be answered well. You see Operation Sindoor we had organized. Not a single troop went across the border. Not a single Air Force plane went across the border. He has destroyed Pakistan. It is all technology. Now the war has changed. Now it is no more that old war. So now it has changed. The army has evolved. Indian army has evolved to a much, much higher level. And
sir, do you think that comrade of yours जो आपके बगल में था उस टाइम पे, जो आज पीछे से मर गया, do you think वो बच जाता इस जमाने में with these weapons?
नहीं, फिर अगर वो ये सब होता तो ये जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती ना. We would have dealt with those people by technology. We wouldn't have to walk and go there. See, we had gone there. We were without food for last 15 days. I mean, we had no connection. We were on our own when we had got there and got surrounded. So that stage wouldn't have come.
You've spoken about in much detail, sir, in some of your podcasts about glorified Christmas trees and ranks and all of this. What does leadership mean to you?
You see, leadership. I'll tell you an example. I was a youngster. I was in deployed in Arunachal Pradesh. I had come down to Guwahati. That Ulfa was at its peak. So me and my colleague, we were on border deployed. So we came to market. We were dekhte hain. So when I was walking, so suddenly we saw a group of youngsters, Ulfa people. They came inside and they were breaking all the shops. So now leadership comes here. So I told, what is the nonsense here? I'm an army officer, youngster I was. So I said, I cannot see this nonsense. He said, "Yeah, very stupid. You'll get yourself killed. Let's go." So I went to that leader. I told him, look here, you're destroying your own property. You're an Ulfa leader. By me telling you, you will not stop this. But I'm an army officer. I cannot see this. So I request you that don't do this till the time I'm here, because then I will not be able to fight for this nation hereafter. So he didn't know. I mean, he couldn't understand what I'm saying. So I said, now you see that gate far away, that like a market was there, but there was an outlet which I could see. I said, I'll go. Once I go across that place, then you do what you want. You destroy a place. This is your place. You're going to tomorrow live here. You bloody burn it. But when I'm here, don't do it. He stood for a while and he didn't know what had hit him. I went. I didn't look back. My friend had already gone. So I walked across. I did not look back. I was waiting for the noise. It had stopped. I went there, and where I was going out, I peeped and saw those chaps had left. So there's leadership.
Sure, sir. So in the face of loss of pressure, how did you keep morale high for your team?
There is nothing like that. Loss of pressure, loss of morale, nothing. There is never loss here when we are on operating. There's no question of any loss of pressure, of morale. then we are not soldiers if we start losing all this. So we are there, nothing, these words are not in our dictionary.
Sir, in this sort of geopolitical issues, US being a superpower, or considering maybe China could be a superpower, or Russia, do you think these superpowers will sort of become very, say, kingmakers at one point?
Friend, there is superpower is all with money. It is economic war. Whosoever has got money in this world, he will rule the world. So America is number one, China is number two, and India is soon going to be number three. It is all economics. It is gone. This China policy of occupying land and this, and now grabbing land, nibbling land is gone, outdated now. It is people who have got money. So that is the most intelligence leader like this, that he avoided war 3 days, khatam. Because you would have been stuck like Russia and Ukraine, or like for days to come. He did what he did. No, he's business. So abhi ye sab superpower system is money. One who's will rule this world is got money.
Sir, how does the Indian Army nominate and select soldiers for awards like the Vir Chakra?
I don't know about others, but when my award was taken, a team came and they went all over again. They interviewed people. They took the videography. This thing, what I have done, how many people I have killed, everything they did. It carried on for months, and that is how I got my award. So I don't know what they do for others.
So your award was for gallantry.
Gallantry. I'm Vir Chakra. Yeah. Very few are there in India, but our citation, what they write may not be what operation we have done. They keep it secret. So they write something, citation, they write something, because that is only to show it to the president for the comment. But the operations we have done, they don't specify anything, because they are all confidential, secret. So you will not come to know what exactly I have done, and I will not tell you also, because I'll get into problem. And if they tell army just by writing the exact if they write, they'll get into problem. The opposition will say, "ये क्या किया army ने? ये ऐसा थोड़ी था, वो था, वो पंगा में हो जाएगा." So we hide everything. We write some citation, some story, and get it.
So what did it mean for you and your family about receiving the Vir Chakra?
Yeah, I was young officer only, and yeah, my wife's. Their parents didn't even know क्या होता, what is this. But I knew, my wife knew that what is Vir Chakra. Vir Chakra is a very big award. It is given peacetime only Abhinandan, that squad leader Abhinandan got, because when you go across and fight, so otherwise wo Shaurya Chakra wo sab milta hai. Those are peacetime awards. Yeah, it was the joy had no end. So yes, and government has given me 20 acres land for that.
Sir, have you been part of any joint operations during your time?
Yeah, we were part of with Navy. Yeah, I operated naval, the Marine Commandos. Yeah, so they were just formed. They were coming into formation. They were just raised. We operated with them. Yes.
So have you seen the development of the Navy, sir? Definitely you don't have that exposure from...
No, see, now all future wars will be Navy concentric and Air Force. Now it is land is gone. Now it is all Air Force and Navy. Navy to dominate all the economic chain, wherever it's South China Sea, from North China Sea, when the complete market chain it goes like this to this thing. So a Navy has to be very strong. Now Navy will grow manifold. Air Force will have to manage role. Army is what it is.
So are you proud of the nation's growth in the naval and...
Yeah, of course. Very proud. Very proud.
Do you feel safer, sir, when you sleep?
100%.
Sir, how significant are choke points like the Siliguri corridor? Are there more?
Yeah, that's Siliguri corridor. It is a 22 kilometers of corridor. Over there is that Bhutan is one side, and this Nepal one side, and there is a small gap where the Chinese had come and occupied some place. It is the Cabinet Committee on Security, the Prime Minister, the Army is fully aware of this. Nothing can be done by anybody. Bangladesh can be strangulated at any time. It is no nation. Now Pakistan is no nation. Unfortunate part of it is, till recently, all retired generals, I was an army commander, I was this, I was ambassador here, they would come and sit on TV and only talk Pakistan. Have you ever heard America talking about Cuba? About Brazil? Why was India talking about Pakistan? Pakistan, we will do like this, our army will fight like this. Pakistan made Pakistan redundant. Now Pakistan is nothing. So Bangladesh is nothing. We can just walk across and Siliguri corridor. What it is a matter of time that there's a neck. If you see Bangladesh map, there is a head. We can sever it any time. There is no threat. There are a number of blogs and logs and whatever it is in public where army people are explaining we will do like this. From Chittagong, Tripura, we will do like this. Nothing. We'll just walk across here.
So do you see China as a threat at some point?
See, China's ideology, China's thinking, I don't know what kind of it. China is in a big trouble now. China is in big trouble. Americans are they're suffocating them. Now, how India deal with that, it is very important because China, the way Americans are dealing with China, all the manufacturing should come to India. But unfortunate part, India is so much of inbuilt inner politics. So present situation will help India from all Chinese manufacturing should come to India.
Sir, India-Pakistan armies have been at each other's throats for, I don't know, as far as I was maybe a seed. But do you see any difference in training, structure, battlefield mindset?
India-Pakistan army is no comparison. Pakistan army is no army. It is underfed, it is poorly paid, it is not looked after. Pakistan army generals are owning all businesses in Pakistan. The poultry farms are there, the dairy farms are there, the garment making is there, the malls are there, they belong, the real estate business is with them. They are not fighting troops. The Pakistan army is only dominated by Punjabis. The Baluchis are being ill-treated. The Pathans are being ill-treated. Sindhis are being. It is no army. So there is no comparison between Indian army and Pakistan army. Indian army is much higher. There is no comparison.
Sir, we did speak about ki Indian army. You are very proud of Indian, of course. But if at all you would want to compare the Indian army with any other force in the world, who would you compare them with?
It is the other force people should try to compare with the Indian army. There is no comparison because we are the fourth biggest, strongest army. There is no comparison. We are good in our own way. No, we need to compare ourselves with nobody. There is nobody. Chinese army also cannot fight with India. We are good. The Indian army is the best mountain fighters, the jungle fighters, the desert fighters. I mean, there is no comparison to. Nobody can outclass Indian army.
So that from my experience also, what I've understood is that the terrains in India are very well equipped for at least even if Indian forces don't have experience overseas. Internally, we have everything here.
15,000 kilometers of land border, then sea border, then deserts are there, then mountains. What tough mountains Indians have got. The condition of Siachen Glacier. Siachen Glacier is one side Pakistan, one side is China. When we operate there, it is one side is China, that is that area which is Chinese, Pakistan is given to China. We are surrounded by two sides. We can, if that not been there, we could have that corridor, Afghanistan corridor which goes to that Azerbaijan. We could have seen that. We can see in good weather from Siachen Glacier. If the weather is good, we can see across to the valley across.
So you had significant experience during your Siachen tour. Any combat experience during that time?
Siachen Glacier is 24/7, 365. I mean, we are there for only 3 months. It is war only. I was at a height where helicopter cannot go. If helicopter travel there, somebody will shoot. Chinese or Pakistani will shoot that. So we had to, and it is a climb like this. It is an ice wall. We used to climb. You use these ice axes to climb. The ice axes, once you hit, it only goes this much inside the ice wall, and it hangs. We can hang. We got a carabiner and chain, and Siachen Glacier is 24/7 war. There is a firing going on every day. Every evening there used to be firing. We didn't know from where, who's firing. Chinese are firing or Pakistanis are firing. See, Siachen Glacier is one of the toughest battlefield in the world. Such environment, such conditions, such terrain is available nowhere. No army of the world has this experience. Even Pakistan army, which is deployed in Siachen Glacier, they are at a lower height. The Indian army has captured all the higher heights, and no army in the world has ever seen a terrain like that. They don't even know how a man can live there, because earlier on those heights expeditions used to be undertaken. by great mountaineers, and they used to be published that we had gone and kept, we went and put a flag, country flag, this place or that place. They would go there, spend few minutes and come back. We are spending 3 months at 18,000, and above that we are spending 45 days. We cannot stay beyond that because weather will take the toll. We'll not be able to live thereafter because oxygen is very less. It's very, very difficult to survive there. So we get specialized training for that. We are very specially trained. Very few from the Indian Army would have gone there. Everybody doesn't go there. Indian Army, the normal people get deployed there, and all types of special forces don't get deployed there. They cannot stay there. They cannot operate there. So how we live, how we breathe, how we cook, how we go do a morning job, it is very difficult. Nobody can imagine how we are doing it. It is total ice. It is not snow. If you open a freezer, the ice, it is total shining ice. And
so what temperatures are these, sir?
The temperature normal time is minus 50 degrees. And there are crevices, if you fall into a crevice, it is minus 300 plus degrees, you will freeze, immediately die. The bodies can still be seen when we go across. We have put ladders, and when we go, we can only travel that terrain during the night. Because at daytime we travel, pot shot would be taken by somebody, Chinese or Pakistani. We are surrounded by both of them in Siachen Glacier. So it is everybody wants to know. Americans may be having the satellite images of those posts, but they do not know how we live. They had come during our time, these rangers had come. They wanted to visit our post and experience how we are living, how we are getting up in the morning, how we do our morning thing, how we go. I mean, you can imagine whatever you do. Their permission was denied because we cannot. It is totally. But unfortunately, I am seeing few army chaps making videos of that place and trying to talk. No, they are doing a great harm to those places. See, I'm just diverting. Diverting from what I have spoken. Just 1 minute. The army, whatever army is doing behind the walls of the cantonment should not be known to the public. What we are doing should not be known. I know this sudden greed has come out where army officers are trying to say we do this, we do that. So, and I mean that apart. So the American army wanted to know that how we are living, because the snow, the temperature probably may be in Switzerland, but not this condition. So it is perpetual war every day. Every day we are doing firing. The moment you are seen during daylight, firing starts. It is snowing, blizzards, every time it is there. Our clothing which we are wearing, if we are inside our fiberglass hut, it's okay. But if you are walking, it is okay. But if you stand outside in minus 50 also, you will freeze, because such clothing is not available anywhere in the world, that temperature.
So have you seen any conflict during your service at Siachen?
We are at such height. Enemy Pakistanis or Chinese will have to gather a lot of courage to come at that height. They keep firing. So that man to man, they never came up to the lower height. There are the southern glacier, the northern glacier is a little lower. We were in the central glacier. It is the tall. It is the most. The heights are maximum there.
So you had vantage point.
No, there is nothing can be seen. It is total blizzard. In clear weather. Probably we can see the Karakoram Pass if the clear weather comes. But it is very rare, very rare. It is and it is snowing all the time, and so it freezes. If you take an orange, it is like an iron ball. We have to boil and eat it. We have to boil the egg. We have to in a hot water put it there. Everything is there. Pepsi, Coca-Cola, ice cream, Cadbury's, everything is there. But it is all hard concrete. So we boil, we put it in hot water, and we eat. And every day our troops have to go down, travel. It has got half link. We come down halfway. The lower people come halfway, half link. We change every day. We have to get kerosene from, and during that height, the helicopters drop kerosene at a lower post. At a lower post. So every day survival. There is no question of anybody having a headache or falling sick or having fever. If you have that, you are dead. So we are medically very, very fit, because even a toothache at that height is as good as evacuating a heart attack chap. The efforts are same. So we have to be very, very medically fit. We have to be totally fit. So that no army in the world can do.
So do you see our territory, our capture of this territory at Siachen being a very strategic point for, because it also seems that a lot of amount of money is being spent on these operations.
See, when you're guarding a nation, money is not the criteria, should not be the criteria. Because if there are certain heights which, if they are not with us, the consequences, the ramifications are very serious, which is very difficult for anybody who does not understand how his nation is guarded to understand. So it is a very important height. It cannot be left without occupation, howsoever amount of money, because if you lose that, you may lose so many things.
Sir, is India sufficiently prepared for non-traditional warfare like cyber or space conflicts?
See, yeah, it is evolving. It is evolving. We don't know. Let that situation come. See, since a situation like the Operation Sindoor came, so we have proved our mettle. We have proved how by computer, by technology, how we can destroy a nation. If that situation comes, if cyber attack or cyber thing, I think we are there. We are evolved. We are ruling our engineers, IT engineers are ruling the world here. So you cannot deny. We must be having.
Sir, why is your call sign Cobra?
Leave this for some other episode. I'll explain you.
Thank you, Colonel. You've given us your time, you've given us your service. We salute you and thank you so much. Cobra salute.